I mean by that? What I mean is the tactics of people that are um, facing their karma now, so to speak, because of the things that they did to you. If you were, good to this person, if you were always there for them, if you always made sure that, they were good, you gave the shirt off of your back to people, you did whatever you could to make sure that everyone had whatever it was that they wanted or needed without fail. And I was one of those people for a long time. And I continue to get this nagging feeling that I'm not the only person facing this, especially if you're one of those people that have been down on your luck and you've been trying so hard to get yourself back in a positive or a top ranking position, so to speak. I'm noticing that a lot of people are starting to show their true colors a lot more quickly, a lot quicker rather, and they're showing their true colors in ways that are just, making us think, I should be giving this person the side eye, bombastic side eye, straight up. And so I decided, you know what? Even though I'm just chilling today, I wanted to give you guys a reading because I did promise that I was going to be back soon. And so, yeah, that's exactly what we're here to do today. So I'm going to ask the cards what's going on. And I will say this. There will be some changes to this channel and the type of readings that I'll be doing. Now, as for zodiac readings, you guys can drop in the comments below if that's something that you guys still want, what you guys would prefer, what you guys like, and I definitely wouldn't even be, I wouldn't even be pressed to oblige. I'd be happy to oblige you guys. So just let me know what you guys like, and let's just go ahead and get into this because I feel like, someone that did you wrong is getting their karma and they're failing at getting their revenge. They're failing at trying to take you off your square. So, with that said, I'm going to make this quick. God, I ask you to please give me a Celtic cross of the current energies for the collective, all 12 zodiac signs. Please show me and show the collective what we all need to see, what's hidden from us. And please give us the best advice to navigate through these energies. Thank you very much. So, with that said, guys, I've already given these a good shuffle while I've been talking here. And before I go ahead and lay these cards out, I just want to say this, just to wrap up what I was saying in the last video. I figured I'd keep it short, sweet, and to the point. The tactics are not working because I know what those tactics are. And some of you guys that have been facing, you know, um, facing vitriol, facing animosity and adversity from people that were supposed to be your blood relatives, people that are supposed to be your so-called friends. I see a card coming out. Oh man, that's a great card to come out. I'm telling you, I'm not done shuffling. I'm not done. I'm gonna finish up the way I do it. Okay, y'all are seeing this live at 5. The Magician, and then we have a whole bunch of cards just spewing out. Right, we got 4 cards that spewed out. Let's go ahead and take a look. And they're just everywhere on the ground here. Let's get it. So I definitely feel like there's a lot of stress and there's something that you're indecisive about. Maybe you guys have been dealing with isolation. You guys have been focused on yourselves. Maybe some of you guys have been a little bit overcautious, but there's definitely up. There's another one coming out, the Chariot, but the position that that's in, we're going to get into the reading a little bit more as I lay all the cards out. But just from what I'm seeing in the heart of the matter, you guys are focused on mastering yourself. And thanks so much for the likes, you guys. You guys are focused on mastering yourself. And give me 1 second because I'm over here playing Injustice 2 on PS4. If you guys would like to add me on PS4, I'd love the game as well. So capital M Mistress, capital L Lotus 888, all together on PS4. Add me. I'd love to play. But yeah, I'm playing AI on Injustice 2 as Starfire. I feel like that character is very much like me. But anyhow, back to the point. Thanks again for the likes, guys. Drop a like if you guys are resonating with these messages and if you guys want to show support. Anyhow, back to the point. The heart of the matter is, let me go ahead and take a little hit real quick, man. Got my little vape. Now, we're focused on mastering the self. We're focused on ourselves. We're focused on us as an individual. What do we like? What do we want? What are our goals? What are our long term goals rather than short term goals? And from what I'm seeing, you guys are starting to manifest some big things, some big opportunities. You guys are manifesting whatever it is that you desire. So whether that's something new, a new opportunity, a new relationship, a new living situation, a new mindset, you're mastering yourself. And in that process, and some of you are doing it through isolation, in that process, you guys are not only finding yourselves, but you're finding newness. You're finding newness. Now, the thing that gets me is the positioning of this card here. Okay, this is in the challenge position. We have the chariot. So we have a one and we have a seven. Interesting. So I think that you guys are striking out on your own. Some of you guys may be dealing with a situation where, maybe there's been some difficulties getting around or making travel plans. Maybe you guys are having difficulty with moving forward with something here or moving on from something here. But you guys are still focused on yourself and what it is that you need to do. And with that said, let me go ahead and shuffle this one last good time and cut the deck and go ahead and lay it out and get to the nitty gritty because at this point I see that there may be some delays in your forward movement, and these delays could have a lot to do with somebody that's really controlling, somebody that's really demanding. It could have a lot to do with travel, just simply not being able to move around as easily as maybe you could before, and that's starting to hinder things or delay things rather. But I definitely feel like, energetically speaking, when it comes to the people around you, there could be a lot of people that are very controlling, very demanding of one's time. And I just feel like there's a lot of things here that allude to past betrayal because I'm seeing this 10 of swords reversed. So there's definitely something that already came to an end. Oh my god, you guys are going to love what I'm about to hit you with. You guys are already at the stage where, or at least coming towards a point in this stage where you are finalizing something. So something's already done. You've already closed the door. It could be multiple people where you've shared, you exchanged words with, things where you found out that somebody was being untrue, somebody was being fake, even if you didn't have hard evidence, you could see that this person was just full of it. And I think that you had enough. And whether they moved on or you did or whoever moved on, the trash took itself out. I'm gonna just put it like that. Now, it could be a Cancer for some of you guys where this energy is evident. I also see Pisces and Scorpio as well. So some of you guys may have this in your chart. There could be somebody that's just not able to get through. So they could be trying to message you. You could have blocked them or they blocked you. Um, and you've been trying to get a hold of them, and it just seems like, they want to confess something to you. And that's kind of mirroring the energy that I was sensing and picking up on for the longest, for about over 2 months now, as well as mirroring the title itself, where it says that somebody is definitely getting their karma and they're failing trying to get revenge on you. And once again, guys, thanks for the likes. I appreciate it. We got 7 people in here. Hey, what's going on? To the silent haters, go ahead and drop a dislike if you like. I don't mind, but go ahead and make sure you're interacting because I like to see what's going on in my channel. I want to see who's who. And even if I can't see you physically, I can see you spiritually. So, anyways, back to the point. And that's what's funny to me because, I've been doing a lot of spiritual work on myself. I've been doing a lot of researching, a lot of introspection, retrospection. And I just feel like, a lot of people really don't know who I am, and they're about to find out. I see a lot of people on here talking about how they're chosen, and they're not chosen at all. They're just hopping on the bandwagon, acting like they're chosen because they know that that's something that may or may not get them a lot of views. And I can always tell somebody that's not chosen because they start talking about either what they believe and trying to push it on people. First of all, somebody tried to say because I use crystals or whatever. First of all, crystals come from the earth, which God made, which if it came from the earth, just like the seed bearing plants that God had put on the earth, one would think that it's natural. What are you talking about? But anyhow, I'm not going to get into that conversation. Okay. But I will say a lot of people like to push their beliefs on people and they have an agenda behind it. They know exactly what they're doing. Some of them are trying to promote their music. Some of them are just trying to get a whole bunch of views so they can do something else to promote something else or get sponsorships or whatever. See, I'm never going to be the type of person that's going to be worried about sponsorships. I'm never going to be the type of person to sell out and do whatever for a dollar. I'm not going to do it. If I need money, I'm going to go make it. Or I'm going to find the right way to go do it. There's donating blood, there's donating plasma, there's, whatever the hell you need to do that's on the up and up. That's what I'm going to go and do. And that's what I will continue to do. And that's what I've been doing. And the tactics that I've noticed, especially today, and I'm going to go ahead and let it out today, is that, they're really trying to kick me still, and it's not working. It's not going to work. So it doesn't matter if people are subliminally putting whatever they want to say in their messages and their videos. I don't give a mother F what the hell you're talking about, because I can see through you. And anybody who's really chosen can see through the false ones. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down. But the point is, I discovered that that is who I am. I had that conversation with God. I am building a relationship with God. I know who that is. That's how I got to where I am now. Literally going from the streets for almost a month with my dog in a shopping cart. And I put in the work and had angels, earth angels, help me through that. Even some of the people that were trying to sabotage me in the midst, I moved in with someone fairly not that long ago, someone that I knew from school, someone that claimed that they wanted to be with me. I didn't ask to be with them. I never really looked at them like that, but they asked for us to just be together, try it, and come to find out he was just trying. What I peeped, they were just trying to use somebody to pay their bills. I was washing his clothes, I was cleaning the house, I was really trying to make sure everything was good so they didn't have to stress out when they came home from work. I was making sure that I had a job. I had finally gotten a job at Anywhere Works, and I was working from home, making semi good money. And this person decided to try to sabotage my job multiple times by cutting off the Wi Fi while I was in the middle of training because they were upset that I didn't give them a kiss, or, making noise in the background, knowing that I can't have people or noise in the background. Like I told them before, I had been training and waiting to train for at least a month or less before it got to the point to where I was working full time. Well, anyway, fast forward, I'm noticing a lot of people from my past now all of a sudden, they're mad because I decided, hey, I'm not going to stay in the hood. I've got a nicer place. I thank God for the people that have helped me kind of, get what I need food wise, or whatever it is I needed food wise, while I was trying to get thousands of dollars to be able to pay for this place. So, and that, I'm not saying that to talk about money in that way. I'm just saying it's a lot. It's a lot. I had to work hard to get to where I'm at, and I'm going to continue to do that. So I don't know who it is. I don't even care at this point, because I do know some of them, and I know most of them are involved. They will sell out in a heartbeat. And I know a lot of sellouts that are in the chosen community, in the spiritual community, and all the other communities combined. Now, back to the point. I just had to get that out. I just had to get that out, because you know what? I don't have time for it anymore. I don't have the energy for it anymore. I just come out of my lowest point on the streets. That's what they wanted. They wanted me to stay there too. They want me to go back. Not going to happen. Now, back to the point. You can continue to watch. I like how people like to copy my verbiage. I like how people like to copy some of the phrases that I say. Like I notice it. I'm not going to say the phrases, but I can tell who's watching my shit. And you guys need to get some original content. You need to start thinking for yourself the way that I do. Come up with something original. Stop worrying about what everybody else believes in. Stop worrying about what the hell I'm doing, because you will never ever be me, nor will you ever come close. So let's go ahead and shut that down. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Oh, I'm so glad that I decided to come on here and do a reading today, because that needed to get out. Because I'm not going to be sitting here letting it eat at me and eat at me like I've been doing for the past couple of years. Hi, Kim's Moonshack Tarot. Hi, thank you so much. I'm glad that you agree. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry, because I got so into that message that I saw it, and I was like, let me finish saying what I'm saying, and then I'll address you. Just thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you love my readings, but I'm gonna make sure that I make it a point to actually put in some time to do this again. For a while I was thinking, oh, my views are going down, blah 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 blah. I never really did it for the views. I never really did it for any other reason besides wanting to help those who feel like they're alone in the world, because I know how that is. Now, back to the point. Let's go ahead and get back into this. 'Cause all of this is relative, though. So I want you guys to understand all of this is relative. Regardless of whether you think it's personal to me, or if there's something that resonates with you and what I've said, it's still relative. And it's because I feel like somebody's really stuck in the past. Somebody is stuck in the past about a lot of things. Maybe some of us are struggling with some memories from our childhood that were not so great memories. And I feel like now, hey, sweetie. Thank you so much. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to see you guys. Thank you so much for coming by. I feel like we may be dealing with a lot of things from our childhood that may be coming up in dreams or maybe coming up in triggers. Some of us may be getting triggered in some way because there may be some things that have been stuck on our mind. Somebody's still stuck in the past, and it might be someone that has Cancer in their chart, or Pisces, or Scorpio. I also see Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius coming up. There looks like there looks to be some insecurities here, that we've been dealing with. Maybe we blocked somebody that displays these traits. They're insecure. Maybe they don't really express how they really feel, so they hold it all in, expecting everybody to just know what's going on, or what have you. But I feel like right now you guys are focused. Your conscious mind is focused on building and finding other people, like-minded individuals, kindred spirits that are wanting to build and work towards the same goal as you. So you're not concerned about the people that are not on the same path as you. And that doesn't mean having the same beliefs per se or agreeing on everything. No, a lot of people just want you to believe one thing or else they demonize you. I'm not dealing with people like that. I'm open minded. A lot of people need to shut their mouths and open their mind, because what they're doing is showing their ignorance. So I'm an open minded person. I'm an open minded person, right? A lot of these people on this platform are not. So they'll try to tell you who's who as if we need them to tell us who's who. That's how I know that you're fake. That's how I would never ever try to tell somebody, hey, this is what it is. No, you know what it looks like. You know what to look for. So make sure you just be aware that this is what's going on here, is what I would say. And then go from there. I'm not going to tell people, oh, well, if you do this or if you do that, you don't know shit about that person that you could be referring to who do some of the things that you're listing off. And so you have all the answers. All these people are so arrogant to think that they have all the answers. They only know that, they just because you read it in a book, which has had things put in and taken out of it, now you know everything. But who wrote the book? Another man. And doesn't it say in that book not to trust man? That's what the hell I thought. But back to the point. Back to the point. Oh, and Christianity Before Christ. I want everybody to read that book. Shout out to Big Herc for this one. Sorry if he doesn't want me to shout him out, but I watch his channel. He's really cool. He's on the up and up, and he's somebody that's actually rebuilt his life and done well for himself. So I like to listen to people like that, people that genuinely went through something, people that are not judgmental, people that are open minded and just want to see you win. And that's what I want for everyone. And I think that a lot of us can relate to that. I think a lot of us can relate to that. Maybe in our childhood, some of us may be stuck there a little bit emotionally. Maybe some of us are working through some insecurities, associated with some of the things that we were told or had gone through in our childhood. But now that we're focused on the self and we're mastering ourselves, and kind of staying out of the way, some of us may not be traveling, or maybe there's a canceled travel plan. Maybe somebody was supposed to come see you and maybe they can't. Maybe somebody's trying to reach you through messages, through phone calls. Maybe you block them. Maybe they're trying to hit you up on social media. You block them and they can't get through, and they don't have a whip to get to you, or they don't have a way to get to you. Maybe there's a situation where, somebody's insecurities got in the way and you decided, you know what, I'm just going to block this person. I don't have time for this. There could have been a situation where somebody was doing a lot of drinking. Maybe they had an outburst. Maybe there was just something where somebody is not really confessing, what was really going on in the background, and you had to find it out for yourself. And you decided, you know what, I'm going to move on. I'm going to focus on myself. But I see somebody here. Look at him. I mean, I want everybody to look at his face. I don't know why he's looking so stank, girl. He looks so stank. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Now, keep in mind, it doesn't have to necessarily be an air sign sun. It could be somebody with air in their chart, but this is, or just somebody that has, a lot to say, you know. But somebody looks really pissed off with the situation. And I think that they're pissed off because you've moved on and they're stuck in life. And we're going to clarify some of these. I won't leave you high and dry like that. But I definitely feel like now that you're focused on working towards something, building something, some of you guys could be doing, training for a new job. Some of you guys could get word that, you're working towards something, maybe a new project. Maybe you're making plans, financial plans. Maybe you're speaking to a financial advisor in regards to getting your finances in order and trying to build towards something, bigger than what you currently have. or what you have had. Now, the advice that I see here is that you really got to watch the spending. So any unnecessary purchases, I feel like need to come to a halt for a little while here. And I'm guilty of this too, shopaholic. Sometimes I'll get in my feelings, and I want to just give myself that nice instant gratification, that feeling of instant gratification. Oh, well, if I got it, I'll get it. But sometimes I realize that having patience for getting the things that I want works out better than just trying to rush and get everything that I want right then and there, and then having to suffer for it later. And so some of you guys may have spent a lot of money. Maybe you're spending a lot of money with your living situation, or spending a lot of money, just trying to keep afloat in general. But when it comes to unnecessary purchases, I definitely get that feeling. Now, when it comes to relationships, prospective partners, now this may not apply to everybody. Just again, you guys, you know what I like to say, take what resonates and leave the rest. But I think that focusing on yourself, some of you guys may be dealing with loneliness, or a sense of feeling loneliness during this period of isolation. um but the thing is that you know some people around you may just be lonely, and that's why they're hanging around. They don't want to be alone. Maybe they don't have any money, so then they're coming back to try to act like they really have feelings for you, but really they don't. They probably see that you're doing well, and they want to get in on it. That's what I see. I also see that you know um there could just be something that's draining you financially, and it could just be some of the things, unexpected things that come up with that one. But moving forward, I definitely see that somebody's wanting to come through. And this is weird because I just said something in the heart of the matter. It could have been canceled travel plans. So in the past, maybe they were having trouble coming to you, but some people, some of you may be dealing with either moving around, maybe you're getting communication from somebody, and it's going to be quick. It's going to be real quick, or somebody's going to come through real quick, or maybe you're going to make a spontaneous decision to go somewhere, or a spontaneous decision to meet up with someone, or what have you. But there's definitely a situation. It could even be something concerning career. Once you get word, hey, training starts on this day, you got to show up this day. You're moving around to make moves, make it shape, and try to get what you need to get started. But I also feel like some of you guys may be fearing that you will be in a situation, and some of you guys may have Earth in your chart, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or this could be focused on your material life. This could be focused on you just overworking. Some of you guys may be overworked. Some of you guys may be dealing with a situation where maybe you're more at home than you are at work, or maybe you're at work more than you're at home, and the things that are draining you financially, unexpected bills, car note, whatever the case is, has been draining you. And some of these things may have set you back a little bit. But I'm here to tell you that, whoever you need to make a decision on with this judgment reversed, man, I think that somebody's definitely facing judgment, but some of these people don't have a conscience. They're not looking within to make the necessary changes, to be able to progress and become a better person. I definitely feel like there might be three people here. Three people specifically, and all the signs that I've listed. There may be a combination of the few, or they may be some signs of these. But I definitely feel like somebody is not using their better judgment. And it could be due to something unexpected. Maybe you're driving around, you're going to get something, and something happens to the vehicle, or something happens, where you have to now buy rides from Uber, or Lyft, or whatever it is that you got to do to be able to get around, to get to work, to get it. So that could be a thing that's creating some imbalance. I'm going to go ahead and clarify these before I wrap this up, you guys. Naval cups reversed. And you're so silly, Jess. I know, right? But you know what's funny? I always make the money back. So if you haven't been making the money back, sweetie, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but girl, you better go find a way. There's plasma centers, there's blood donation centers. There's a way to figure it out. And don't ever let yourself sit or be complacent in a situation where you make the money, or you don't ever make it back, or what have you. Thank you so much, Tada Rada. I actually made these myself, so it's thank you. I appreciate that. Took a while, installed them myself and stuff, but thank you. And yes, 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 I am officially back. Now I'm kind of midway through the reading. I'm clarifying the cards now. Now that's funny, right? When I decided to say something to Tata, Guess who's coming up? So I'm noticing a lot of water: Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Somebody is has false charm out the yang. So they may be a panty dropper, but they're definitely not a showstopper. Okay, so I feel like this person is just very deceptive. They're a cheater. They'll say whatever they have to get whatever it is that they need. They could be using somebody for money, you know. So they're basically staying with somebody for survival, not love. And then they got all these other broken hearts in the background. But they're definitely a liar. They're very jealous. It looks like this person gets jealous very easily. So for some of you, you could have males. For the women out there that are dealing with romantic options, some of these dudes may really be jealous of you. And you know what's weird? I've actually had a male ex friend of mine. His name was called what was his name again? What did I call him in the story time? Irrelevant. No, this was fraudulent. Irrelevant was somebody else. Fraudulent finally came out and said, and this was somebody that I had lived with, somebody that I thought was my best friend. We were up talking every single day, couldn't get enough of each other. This person was talking about they were in love with me. I decided I couldn't do that because I didn't like the dynamic that we had, and that's not something that I look for in a relationship. And I kept telling him until I finally gave in. And then when I gave in, that person completely dogged me out and hoed me. And then it come to find out fairly recently, they were saying a whole bunch of crap about me. But then they come when they talk to me directly, oh, they're jealous. Then I was thinking to myself, I didn't say this to this person because this person obviously doesn't have the mental capacity to be able to even care or admit fault or wrongdoing. But I was thinking to myself, why would this person be jealous of me if they're supposed to be somebody that claims to love me? So that's another indicator that I knew that they didn't really give a damn about me and they wanted to be me, which again, that's not going to happen. Naval Cups reverse. Everything that I do is what I do, and it's the way that I do it. And so no need to copy the things that I say, the way that I dress, the things that I do when I watch videos. I see a lot of people doing that on YouTube. It's like, okay, my what do they say? Imitation is the best highest form of flattery. No, it's not. It's the highest form of ignorance because it's showing me that you can't think for yourself. And then you got the nerve and the arrogance and the audacity to think that you could do stuff the way that I do it and be successful when you can't even come close. So, anyways, back to the point. Neighbor comes from verse. I had to come on here and say that, you guys. I'm getting sick of it. You know? Now, this King of Pentacles, I do see that there's going to be a situation where, you guys had your money in order. You were maintaining your finances. Thank you so much, Tata. You are so cute. Thank you. Thank you. But I definitely see that money was looking well here in the back here. So you guys have gotten what you needed here in the recent past. But it just seems like as quickly it's coming in, as it's coming in, it's going out. Now, keep in mind these delays won't last forever, but I just feel like there's a situation where you may feel like you're stuck out. But don't worry about it because something's going to start moving and picking up speed very shortly. And that's funny, right? When I said that before I started shuffling, I said, let me go ahead and take a look at the bottom of the deck. Look at this. Some of you guys definitely may be getting word about a new job, or maybe you're getting word about money coming in. Maybe you guys are getting assistance, or some. Maybe you're getting some plans in order to where you can get some money together to get what you need. And I feel like it is manifesting. Who is this Knight of Swords? Who is this yuck mouth stank booty having ass? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see who this is. Okay. So yeah. So I think that you've decided you're gonna put the wands down because there's too much stress. There's too much stress. There could be somebody that's very angry, very ornery, somebody that is just rude. They have no home training. They're disrespectful. They're liars, cheaters. They're just users and abusers. That's what I feel like. I think that you're finally going to take action on severing those ties and putting the wands down for good with some of these people and deciding to choose yourself. Show me who this chariot is in the challenge position though. Like what is this energy? Hey girl, hey left eye. Oh, yes, girl, I'm here. I'm here. I'ma stay. I'm going to stay. Chariot. And I missed you guys so much. I really did. It's just there was a lot going on. Guys, check out my video I just posted. It's only about 5 or 6 minutes long. It's not anything too long. I decided to keep it short and sweet just to let you guys know what was going on. But let's just know I know the people that have orchestrated some of these things to happen. Now I'm not blaming anybody for my choices, with the things that I had um done to add to the problem. But I will say that I know that it's definitely on both ends. But to the people on the outside, I had to separate myself from those people and realize who matter, and it's you guys. Like I said, so go check that video out if you guys want to know where I've been. So let me see what's going on with the Six of Cups reversed. Yeah, I feel like somebody's really childish. I think that justice will be served in the situation, especially if you guys were dealing with childhood memories. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Libra specifically. But yeah, there's definitely a situation where there may be legal matters here that's taking place. And I think that right now, well, actually, you know what? It's clarifying the Six of Cups reverse. So let's step aside because that's the basis of that card, right? But legal matters, I think that things will go well as long as you hold on to your money, make sure that you're doing the proper research, looking up resources that can assist you. For some of you, for example, finances, I would say if you guys need help with food banks. I know I used to go to food banks when I had to and was paying rent and was going to donate blood or donating plasma or anything, everything that you can do to at least get some food in your belly and to at least get you a roof over your head, for as long as you need to until you can get yourself or get that foot in the door. Now, I do see positive changes occurring because I'm starting to see multiple eights, hence the channel Sage Lotus 888, 888, the number eight is all about opportunities, or infinite possibilities, infinite opportunities. Positive changes when associated with this particular rating. I think that positive opportunities, positive changes are on the way, but you've been dealing with delays. But the fact that you've decided to focus on yourself and master yourself, you're now making quick forward movement. Now, the Nine of Pentacles reverse, let me go ahead and work on this. Um, I've been feeling really burnt out with work and just, yes, I completely understand that, my love, especially working in the customer service industry. That's something I've been doing. I've been working for over 16 years, so I've done retail, I've done working at the mall, I've done, call center work, I've done all kinds of stuff, restaurant food, fine dining restaurants and fast food, whatever it is I could get, I would do it. You know what I mean? I wasn't too proud to take something as long as I was getting what I needed and could pay my bills. But at this point, I definitely understand that sentiment. It is hard having to take that on most days out of the week when you're mostly at work and you're dealing with people that are just draining you. And the best way I could say is just to kind of pull your energy back and just to find ways to ground yourself. So meditation, going outside, sometimes it's a little bit of the herb, that's real helpful. I don't do it on the job, but it do be taking the edge off a little bit. Sometimes I have a glass of wine. Sometimes working out is better than both of those, you know? So, and that's something that I definitely need to get back to doing, but I'm just so lazy, y'all. I'm not the person that likes to run around. If I could just lay there and work out, cool. That's a bet. But other than that, I'm not going to do that. So, Nine of Pentacles reverse, I'm going to just continue to enjoy my food because I love to cook, girl. I just made me some. Oh my god, I made me some amazing. What was it? Serrano pepper and beef stew. I mean, not beef stew, beef and rice, and some fried cabbage. Oh my god, it was so good. I've had some beef tacos before. I fully loaded sour cream, cilantro, lemon juice, cheese, onions, this, that, aguacate. All of that. So anyway, back to the point, you guys. I definitely see that new beginnings are definitely on the horizon. So what I'm seeing, the common theme of what I'm noticing that's all about self-mastery and manifesting the things that you want out of life is focusing on new beginnings, new mindsets, new connections. Let's see this Nine of Pentacles reversed. So, wow, wow. Wow, some of you guys may be focused on, wow, I definitely see a windfall of money coming in. New beginnings. The more you focus on new beginnings, I see you being able to get along with people. I think right now it's just what you're spending money on unexpectedly, maybe leading you to maybe go down that dark path of feeling negative or dealing with negative people a lot or dealing with their, naysayers or nitpickers or what have you. But I definitely feel like the more you focus on a new beginning, I do see that even with legal battles, you guys will be winning that legal battle. You're gonna win that legal battle. Um, I also see that, some of you guys may end up finding love or just finding people that you get along with, but it's going to take some time. And I feel like right now you guys may be dealing with burnout. Some of you guys may be dealing with burdensome energy. So some of these people may be just hanging on you, expecting you to do everything while they sit back and do nothing. This could be in the workplace, family, friend, and in the home. I also feel like this Ten of Swords reverse that's coming up again. Yeah, it's definitely some betrayal in the past here, for sure. Definitely some betrayal in the past, and I feel like, huh, I feel like, you know, because you decided to not deal with a lot of these people, a lot of them are gonna probably be throwing psychic attack at you. That just came through. They're going to be throwing psychic attack at you. And I feel like because you decided to permanently end things, maybe you guys, every time I've dealt with a situation where somebody assaulted me. This is an ex of mine fairly recently. They pulled out a gun. They called me the N word. They pulled out a gun on me. They said that, this is why your people die or all this other crazy stuff. Then they had the nerve to come back and ask me, can they come back in my life? They love me. They're telling me that they love me. Then they started getting upset because I found out they lied to me again. Now, I shouldn't have even entertained what they said, but then they decided to get upset at me as if I all of a sudden I said, MFR, I'm not even supposed to be talking to you. I said, you're lucky that I'm talking to you. I said, I thought that you called me the N word and said that you was gonna kill me and do all this stuff. I said, but did any of your stuff work? You went to jail for 9 months for that. Then you come back out of jail and you're still acting the same. And then this person's making page after page. I'm blocking every page. Page, new page, block, new page, block, new page, block, new number, block, new number, block. It's like, damn, leave me the fuck alone. It took you going to jail for 9 months to still not get that you don't deserve me? Bye. No. And before I would have just let it, I would have let it fly. I would have stayed. I would have just, put up with the bullshit. But now I said, you know what? No, I'm not dealing with any of that because I deserve better. I'm speaking up for myself now in a way that's not volatile to anybody. And I'm standing on business. That's it. I'm standing on business. Like, what? So, Eight of Wands, like, what? Yeah, I feel like somebody's definitely seeing that things are coming to a close for real. So, all that stuff that they did to you is going to go ahead and go right back around. Uh huh. Eight of Wands. Thanks for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, definitely. Monitoring spirits are an issue for all. Yes. Remember when I was telling you guys about the whole G stalking? We'll call it that. G stalking, Yeah, yeah. I know that's a big part of what was going on with my situation too. And it can even be on cyber stalking. And I'm well aware of who sees my stuff and what's really going on and who's who. That's why I go to certain channels. Let me just see who says they'll say certain things, real subliminal. Now I know this may sound crazy to y'all. Why does she think that she's so big? Why does she think that people are paying attention? Man, I've had people with over 100,000 subscribers come to my channel. So I already know that some people were watching. I had Tyler's Tarot in here back in the day. I had what was her name? Pretty Boss TV on here years ago. So if they were watching my channel then, I know for a fact. Okay, and I didn't even expect that. I'm not tooting my own horn. I was shocked. I'm still shocked. But that was what tipped me off. Back to the point. Thank you so much, the Oracle. Yes, hey, honey. It's good to see you guys. I missed you guys so much. I'm so glad that I decided to come on here instead of just sitting in my head. Thank God. Eight of Wands. Yeah, so I feel like, man, I mean, the more that I'm clarifying, staying to yourself. Don't let loneliness overtake you. Don't let loneliness drive you back to people that are things, people, places, or things. Let me specify all three. That you really don't want, that don't serve your higher purpose, because I am guilty of that, but not anymore. If you don't like me, good. I probably don't like you either. No, I'm just playing. Most of the people, I really don't have any feelings about it, either or. But I know that they better leave me alone because I'm getting tired of the disrespect. I'm getting tired of the subliminals, and we don't do the behind the back or behind the screen shit. We do it straight up. But back to the point. So, anyways, like I was saying, y'all talk all that hot shit. Let's see. Let's walk it like you talk it, and see who comes out on top. Me. Back to the point. So yeah, I definitely feel like you guys are getting a lot of communication. And the people that you've decided to let go of, the people, places, and things that you decided to let go of. Okay. Um, I definitely see that the energies are clearing. The delays are coming from those people that you may have held on to just a little too long. And oh, left eye, that's so oh, oh, you know what? That's so sweet. Oh, me. Oh, now make sure you put the capital G, girl, because the little G means Satan. I'm just saying. So I hope that you talking to which God are you talking to, man? Because I talk to the capital G. I'm just messing with you. I know what you mean. Now, anyhow, I feel like these energies are definitely coming to a close. Completion. I definitely see completion and new beginnings. So what has ended will now bring you to a position where new people, new places, new things will start to develop. Um, but I do see people in the background, hate watching, hate snooping, hate watching. Y'all remember that? I didn't forget my little sayings because they choose and continue to have chosen to be on that F shit. And that's all I got to say because they still lying, cheating, stealing. Satan's minions trying to mask themselves as chosen ones. Oh, but they're religious though. Nah, man, there's a lot of fakers in that sect too. But back to the point. Now, I'm not knocking anybody. You can believe what you want to believe. But don't push your shit on me or try to demonize me acting like you know me because I know who God is. That's one thing I don't like to play with people. Don't sit up here and try to make me look a certain kind of way just because you don't believe in it. No, you don't know every fucking thing. Just because you read it in a book, I don't have to read a book to know God. Okay, but anyways, back to the point. Queen of Pentacles reverse. We letting it out today. Yeah, I definitely feel like somebody's being real defensive with you. And it's definitely somebody with air in their chart. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I even saw the Hierophant come out earlier. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Taurus. But I definitely feel like this person's verbally abusive. They're manipulative. They're controlling. They're overbearing. They overtalk you every time you try to say something. It's just it's not a good look. And I think that this person could be very violent when they don't get their way or whatever, or they could threaten you with violence, making empty threats. We don't make threats over here, we make promises. Girl, like that's supposed to scare somebody. I've had somebody aim a gun at my head and I told them to pull it. These are people that I considered friends at the time. Now one of them's in jail for even longer for doing the same thing. I said, you're gonna have to pay for that. I didn't do him, I didn't hit him, I didn't even call the police because I couldn't at the time. I was staying with him. But the point is, I told him straight up, I said, hey, I forgive you and everything. I don't trust you, but you're going to have to pay for that. And 2 days later, he went to jail. Now, I didn't need to read that in any book to know that you were going to get your ass handed to you because that's what you had put out. I'm just making a point. Now, anyhow, Eight of Pentacles. You guys are definitely going to hear word about apprenticeships. Some of you guys may be going back to school. Some of you guys are going to be learning new trades. Maybe you guys may get some information about something new that you guys can discover. But anyway, you guys are definitely going to start seeing things move very quickly. Now, it may not be as quickly as you would need it to, or like, well, not needed to, but would like it to be, rather, right? But it will be as quickly as divinely guided. Okay, for sure. Um, Let me see something. And you know what? I'm getting references to family. Some of you guys could be dealing with this type of energy in the family. Mother and father references. Let me see this judgment reverse. And I'm going to wrap this up, you guys, because I'm starting to get hungry and it's lunchtime. And I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day because I got to go to work tomorrow. Judgment reversed. All right. So Ace of Wands. So I definitely feel like, again, multiple aces coming out. Matter of fact, all the aces came out. Ace of Wands. The only one I didn't see was the Ace of Swords. But hold on, that might just come out. Let me go ahead and look through this deck. Oh, wow. We got the Six of Wands. I was going through there, but I'm not even going to do that because I said, is there going to be an Ace of Swords? And right when I said that, I said, oh, Six of Wands. So I definitely feel like you will be victorious. It's just going to be a delay. There could be a lot of opposition being thrown at you energetically, but the more you keep your vibe high, don't stoop to their level, don't even engage. Don't even engage, because the moment you respond, the moment you engage, the moment they take your energy. But I definitely feel like you guys are starting to get more creative. So for the artists out there, maybe you guys are getting back into your craft. You're starting to take action on these things, and moving very quickly with that. Maybe things will start to take off a lot more quickly than you expected. But I definitely feel like you are reaching a state of forgiveness. Some of you guys are working through, again, things from your childhood, things from past relationships, or just bad memories that maybe you had trouble working through or not being triggered, you know, with. But I definitely see that there's a decision that needs to be made, multiple decisions that need to be made, and I believe it has a lot to do with somebody that you know you need to cut off, or multiple people that you know you need to cut off, but you haven't, either because they're blood and you think that you're obligated to stay around, or what have you. But let me go ahead and do this one last thing here. Show me the Three of Pentacles. What is this here for? All right. So I definitely feel like there's some truths coming out. Okay. Now you're starting to see things for what they are. There's been a lot of chaos surrounding you. Maybe there's been somebody that's really destructive, or maybe somebody's trying to destroy, the very foundation that you've been building and working on. But now they're starting to see their karma. While they try to destroy you, now theirs is going to get destroyed 100-fold. It's going to be returned back to them 100-fold. I definitely feel like there's going to be a decision here with a relationship. Okay, I definitely feel like there's going to be a relationship decision with a relationship where you decided, I don't want to deal with this anymore. Maybe there was an agreement that you had, or something's going on here. Chariot. Yeah, yeah, more references to betrayal. I think that maybe you guys have a clash of opinions, a clash of beliefs. This person didn't like the fact that you had differing beliefs. Maybe they tried to, cause losses for you, or maybe tried to one up you, make it seem like they're much better off, than you, but really they're not. And you could see that, everybody could see that, and even they could see that. Not that you're trying to one up them, or rub that in their face, but the fact that they threw, trying to one up you, or make it seem as though, oh, well, this person has more, or this is better, or whatever, trying to tear you down to lift themselves up. I feel like that's going to go right back to them. Now, you could be open to change with some of these people, or open to, maybe figuring some things out. But I just think that, it's best just to go ahead and cut your losses, and call a spade, and just go ahead and give up on it, because, it's best to just keep yourself focused. But this is actually what came out the first time in the deck. I don't even know if I showed you this. When I had first, this is funny. I really wish that I would have showed you this, because now I'm hoping some people aren't going to be skeptical. But the point is, this right here speaks volumes. Karma is in our favor. And now that it's in our favor, it's definitely not going to be in theirs. Not that it ever really was. They're going to get back everything 100-fold that they continue to send out to me, to you, and everybody connected to you that has your best interest at heart. Anybody that's connected to you that doesn't have your best interest at heart, they're going to get it back 100-fold too. I'm getting tired of it. I mean, the audacity, girl. What? Like, what's really good, girl? But the point is, things will turn in your favor. Give it time. Focus on yourself. Focus on your vision, your goals, and everything will come full circle. You know. But yeah, I definitely feel like right now. Yeah, man, this is deep. This is deep. I definitely feel like there could be a lot of people that are just very self-important, self-involved, and there's nothing that you can say or do to be able um to rekindle things, or to make amends, or to make things right. I just don't see it. And I think that some of them may not even be saying anything in response, or what have you. They're not really trying to make things right, because they know deep down that they lost. They lost just by seeing you overcome, and continue will continue to overcome. So don't let some of these things that may, pop up, unexpected expenses, people talking down to you, and it may seem like it's one thing after another. Just kind of keep in mind that that might have a little bit of manipulation to it, because some of these people might be doing witchcraft. But the fact that you are on the right side of these energies, you're doing what you need to do. You are focused on building a relationship with God. Even when I dropped this card, it still came back out upright. So I know for sure that's double, triple confirmation now. The point is, as long as you continue to speak to God, and I mean the Most High God, the Almighty, the one that created all the heavens, and the earth and everything in between, the capital G, that's the one that I speak to. That's the one that I built a relationship with. And that's one of the many reasons why I'm still standing today. That's who I work with. I don't sell out for money and sponsorships. I don't sell out for material possessions. I don't sell out for social status. I will never sell out for that. You cannot buy me. I'm not a slave. Okay. Now, with that said, a lot of people are. So watch out for that. A lot of people will do, try to mess you up for a buck, not realizing that that's going to come back. It's not going to work and it's going to come back. But anyways, God, there you go, left eye. See, she capitalized a G. Yes, ma'am. Because keep in mind, people don't know that the little G is Satan. I don't work with Satan. I'm not sacrificing any souls, not no animal souls, not my soul, not anybody connected to me, not even my enemies. They're not even worth me putting that much effort in anyway. All I'm gonna do is return negative energy back to center 100 fold and leave it like that. Then just go ahead and and move and go about my business. I got time to watch them and do all that extra shit. Girl, bye. I got life to live. And so that's all I want to say, you guys. Go live your life. Enjoy yourself. I know it may be hard to deal with some of, having to cut ties with some people, especially if you've known them forever. But you know what? You got to do what you got to do. And once again, guys, thank you so much for coming by. It was definitely a pleasure to see all of you. And I definitely will make sure this is going to be more of an occurrence. But other than that, you guys, drop in the comments below what you'd like to see more of and let me know what days work for y'all. But other than that, love you. Until next time, stay blessed, not stressed. Peace and love.